And good morning to everyone. Thursday already, as this week is passing on by. 73 as you wake up today, and yeah, you guessed it, we've got a chance of rain once again today. We'll get into the details of where it is, where Elsa is, and where that is all headed. Hope your day is well for you. Got a little rest last night. You're ready to tackle today. It's coming whether we like it or not, isn't it? So far, as we go to headlines this morning, Elsa, Tropical Storm Elsa, has taken the life of one person. Jacksonville, Florida. A tree fell on, I believe, a car and killed someone. Horrible. But so far, that's the only person in the United States that's lost their life. There was a couple of people in other countries as this made its way here that lost their lives. But the first in America, a lot of tornadoes have spun off from this, and a lot of damage has gone on with Elsa as she came across here. Here's a picture. Let me pull this up here. Here's a picture of where it overturned a camper. Very strong winds. As of this morning, Elsa is traveling at 18 miles an hour northeasterly with 40-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 52 through the Carolinas today. So we'll get into where she is, but that's the path, and we'll go just west of Richmond, Virginia, before it goes back out. A few of the headlines. And this is a tragedy. I've never had the urge to go camp in Montana, but a California woman was on a bicycling, vacation or route. She slept in a tent, and a bear in the middle of the night went into her tent, drug her out, and killed her. 65-year-old. They're putting the pieces together, and they are tracking the bear down. One of the big headlines of this morning. They're trying to trace him in Montana now to find him there. Another thing that they're doing, they're coming out with this in Australia. Traffic cameras. There's been all types of lawsuits of those in the United States for giving tickets that people that they felt were not, they'd automatically send you the tickets. Well, they've coming up with a different one in Australia that will be above and be able to look in your car to see if you're on their cell phone or don't have your seatbelt buckled, and we'll start giving tickets for that also. It's there, so you can expect it to arrive here at some point. Always seems to work that way. All right, well, let's turn our thoughts toward the weather this morning and get things going and find out exactly what's going to happen today with the weather. Hope you're feeling good today.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's go to radar first and take a look at where all of our weather is today. As we go across this, again, still all of this heat out in Nevada, through California there, and Utah, and these areas here out in Wyoming. Still hot, hot, hot. As we look at here, we see some showers in Nebraska and also down in South Dakota, also up in Michigan, showers today. As we look at the state of Texas, if you've got friends and family in that area, Victoria, Texas, down to Corpus Christi, raining pretty heavy this morning there and off into the Gulf. Light showers around Houston if you've got to be in that traffic today for any reason. Lord bless you if you've got to be there for that. As we get near Beaumont, if you travel 10 through there, this storm's going to be just north of 10 there, coming out of Lake Charles. That's the heaviest on that route. A little bit above Baton Rouge this morning, but if you'll look at all of this out here in the Gulf of what it's doing this morning, this is a lot of rain there as it makes its way toward Beaumont, Lake Charles, Lafayette. These areas will be wet later today. As we look at the state of Mississippi, and most of Louisiana is kind of dry, but all of Mississippi, as we get into Alabama, it looks like we've got a few showers there north around Huntsville. Looking at Nashville, not much to the northeast of there. And then we get into where all of this action is going on with Elsa as she has made her way. As I said, is it right now 40 miles an hour, wind gust of 52 miles an hour. And we saw one of the pictures there of the damage that she's done. This is a lot of rain coming down as we zoom in on this morning. South Carolina getting a lot of this. Wilmington, Fayetteville, as we look for Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina, to be getting this storm. It's on track to be there later today. At 1 p.m., it'll be on the outskirts there at Sanford, making its way toward Durham. And then we'll make its way on up just east of Richmond. I think I said west of Richmond earlier, but it'll go east of Richmond through Delaware and then back out. And that's the path of this thing as it winds down. Now, at this point, there's not any more that are being tracked out in the ocean at this point, which is good news. But the summer's still young yet, so we'll watch that as it comes about. So where will the severe weather be today? Let's dig into that and find out what we've got for severe. Of course, here across the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina. This is a level 2 as we look at all of this through here. Light showers here across the deep south, nothing serious. As we go back up, we see here North Dakota and South Dakota, some severe weather, level 2 listed there in parts of Montana today. As we go to tomorrow for Friday, let's look and see what we've got. The severe weather moves down to the Nebraska area, Iowa, Missouri, and those areas. Still just light showers forecasted across the south and Texas. And as we go to Saturday to look and see what we've got with severe weather, it still looks great for the deep south here, Mississippi, Georgia, out to Texas, okay there. We've got areas of Oklahoma and Missouri that will get a level 1 tomorrow of some rain showers and thunderstorms. But overall, the deep south looks good on this, so no complaints there whatsoever. So we're sitting in good shape on that. All right, let's turn and take a deeper, quicker look at the forecast of what all we've got lined up over the next little bit. The National Weather Service tells us today our record high was set 1902. That was many a year ago. 102 degrees. Our coolest day was back in 72, and believe it or not, that's tapping 50 years there. 60 was the low 1972. As we move forward and look at what's going to happen today, a high of 90. And as you'll notice, the Meridian area through Clark County taking in Newton and portions about up to House, Mississippi and Neshoba County and from Portable south in Kemper County, and we get into Scott County, heavier activity there. Lighter rain as we go back toward the Jackson area, and it even gets a little sunshine after you get past west of Natchez, Mississippi there. Highs in the 90s down in Hattiesburg. We'll get up to about 92 in Greenwood up in the Mississippi Delta. But the Meridian area looking at 90 as we go across that state line to Alabama, and it looks like they'll have some showers as well today. Highs of about 87 in Tuscaloosa, 85 Birmingham, a little cooler there. Demopolis and areas right along there of York, Alabama, will sit between 89 is what we're looking for high in that area there. As we look to Elsa, as we tracked it just a moment ago, again, sitting right in the Carolinas right there is where it is this morning. As we follow this, it's still some strong storms, winds that are associated with this that will cut up here through that east coast, eastern New York as it goes through here. Connecticut and these areas expect to get some of this. As we look at the winds and how it will do, by 8 a.m. right here in the Carolinas already have that. This afternoon as it moves right on up to North Carolina, as we move on up the coastline there by Friday night, right here in Maine is where they'll start feeling this. So a lot of wind still associated with it, and that's the path. By Sunday, it'll be no threat. Late Saturday, actually, it hits the water again, and by Sunday, it's out in away from the United States. So good to have that gone as we look at this. Those are the storm conditions. I've got this posted if you want to read more into it of what the hurricane has to offer there. All that's posted on my page. Temperatures over the next 10 days. This is what we've got on the western side of Mississippi, a little bit cooler than the eastern side in the Mississippi Delta. Alabama looks like it's at a normal on up through Tennessee and Florida as well. Still a little bit cooler in portions of Texas and, well, the rest of the United States, it's hot. We'll leave it at that. As we look at our temperatures over the next 7 days, as we dig deeper into this forecast, what's going to happen today? Now, 60% chance of showers, and then this will mainly happen today between 2 and 3 p.m. is when the heavier rain should expect it. So in those afternoon hours, today we'll have some patchy fog before 9 a.m. So keep that in mind. It wasn't a whole lot when I went outside earlier, 4:30 or so. It wasn't bad, but it has a tendency to develop. But so there's a chance of it this morning through about 9 a.m. Partly sunny otherwise after we get rid of those rain showers. Our high of 90 today, as we mentioned. As we move on to tonight, down to a 30% chance of showers, and that should end by 7 o'clock. So our rain chances should end by dark. As we roll into a Friday, looks like we've got a 50% chance of showers, and that will happen in the afternoon hours after 1 o'clock tomorrow. So morning time, get a lot done, then chances of getting wet in the afternoon. Now, we'll have gusts tomorrow to where we haven't had that in a week or two, but 20-mile-an-hour gust tomorrow. So expect that from time to time, that wind will pick up. No rain chances on Friday night. As we roll into Saturday, it looks like we'll have rain chances again in the afternoon after 1 o'clock. Our high is going to reach about 91 Saturday. Not bad weather at all. As we roll into down to a 20% chance there on Saturday night. As we roll into Sunday, a 50% chance of showers. And again, that should hold out until after church time. About 1:30, we should start seeing some showers there. So plenty of time to get into church. Can't use the excuse it was raining. So go on out, enjoy yourself there. As we get into the work week, rain is back, 70% chance, and Monday and Tuesday still having those rain chances. Just doesn't seem, this has been one of the wettest summers that I remember. Let's go ahead and jump and look at our temperatures through July 22nd. We're into those 90s for the most part there, 90 and above. 91, not horrible, but we do cross in most cases past the 90-degree mark, past the 15th. We got a couple of days there, the 19th and 20, that could hover 89. We'll watch that, but won't be long till we'll be talking a lot more and heat stress and all of that as it comes about, bringing in just hot weather. It's going to happen as August nears us. Always scares me of August. I know it does y'all as well. Just whoo. As we say some good morning, let me see here. Let's start out and say good morning to Donna Roseman. How are you? Milton Savell is up early today. Tiffany Spitz, good morning to you. Miss Joyce Snowden Godwin, how are you? Tommy Ainsworth is up. Miss Sue Thrash. Let's see, Sandtown got 2.5 inches in an hour yesterday. It's a lot of rain there. Good morning to Miss Bree Parker. Also, good morning to Gail Gafford. Terry Carter, good morning. Sylvia Stewart, and passed through South Carolina last night. All is good. Ray says overcast and wet. Miss Gail Gafford said that. Yeah, it's a little damp up in those areas. Good morning to Miss LaWanda Grantham. How are you doing? Hope you're all feeling well there. And once all this stuff passes, you'll be needing our friends out at Freeman Tractor to get lawnmower blades or, well, something like that. Maybe a new lawnmower. They've got a lot to choose from the popular X-Mark. If you haven't tried one of these zero-turn mowers, you'll really like it, along with the Skag. They've got plenty of these to choose from. New shipment of these made it just shortly ago. They've got the Liberty Z. They've got plenty to choose from. Pick the one that fits your yard. Not every yard is the same. Some are big, some are smaller, but they've got a zero-turn that'll fit your lifestyle there. From tractors with air conditioner to keep those all that heat off of you, air conditioner, radio, you'll like those. And, of course, the galvanized bush hog that you can put on the attachment on the front of your tractor. Yeah, also regular bush hogs, bat wings. They've got all of these, including disc. A little bit of everything that it comes to adding an accessory. And, of course, the Benchy that's made in Texas. They've got these that you can also get with cabin air conditioner, 550s, 750s. They all come with winches. You can even get these with navigation these days. Those winches are handy to have when you work around the house. They're closed this week at Freeman Tractor. They'll be back open next week. They took the 4th of July week off to enjoy themselves, but they'll be wide open next week. Hope you'll drop in and visit them. 626-8759. They'll take care of you and get you going once again, from a radiator to, well, a lawnmower blade. All there at Freeman Tractor. Again, thank you. As we're getting ready for this day to start, Candace will be in just a little over an hour. About an hour and 15 minutes or so, she'll be joining us as we'll give you a great morning show to let you know what's happening across America, locally, and as well as we'll remember Lockheed upon this date that had happened back some few years ago of that tragedy. We'll talk about that this morning also. Remember those families that are still affected. A very serious thing happened there. So that's where we're at, and I invite you to come back. Now, we'll be on television beginning at 8 a.m., MeTV 24. 248 on Comcast, or right here. Either way that you want to do it, and you can interact with us. Let us know what's happening live. We do appreciate that. I'll see you soon, and thanks for dropping by and spending a few moments with me this morning here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by